Hello, welcome back to another episode that we like to call Late Night Trains. On this episode, we're going to be talking about Harry Kane and whether he's going to leave Tottenham or not. Obviously, we got Sprigsy here, well-known Tottenham fan. What do you think then?
Right. Know what? Like, he loves the club so much, right?
Yeah.
So, the only way he would leave is if we don't, like he said, don't match his ambitions.
To be fair, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, it's trophies is going to be the biggest topic in this.
They always are.
Do you think him being at Tottenham, is he going to achieve the success he wants in terms of getting silverware?
I mean, with Mourinho, you'd have to trust it for at least a year or two. But then, we had probably arguably the best team in the Premier League for like 3 years and we didn't win anything, so...
Yeah,
and that's what must be quite disheartening.
Mourinho definitely has that factor to get you trophies, but he's come in at a time where Harry Kane is now heading to a stage in his career where I feel he's been at your club for so long that if he doesn't gain anything this year or doesn't see anything next year that will convince him to stay, he has to leave. He has to.
I think this season's huge. Not this one, the one coming on is the big one. Because they will clearly stay next season. And then he'll start looking at, like, what's going to happen. I mean, obviously injuries are affecting him to make us a better team. So he's got to give himself a whole season with us before saying, oh, look, we're not doing this, blah, 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 when you haven't been there for half of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do understand what you're saying. Like, it is an impact. I mean, like you're saying, in particular with his injuries, like, a lot of players have had stints like this and phases throughout their career. But when they move, it changes something, and his injuries tend to go away somehow, albeit, like, you can call it a higher power or whatever, but there is that options where, like, if he was to get a fresh start, maybe this track of injuries he's been sustaining might...
I think the injuries are just unfortunate. I don't think it's the thing that's like... It's not like Eric Lamela where he's always getting the same injury. They're just unfortunate.
No, they're not. I swear Harry Kane keeps getting ACLs at his knees.
His ankle was the first one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one he had recently. But, like, they're all coming in impact. They're not something he's doing in training.
Yeah.
So it's all impact challenges. It's not like we've said, oh, he's torn something in training where he's probably just been running.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like, at the same time, I mean, he's achieved a lot thus far, for me personally. Like, when I look at it,
individually, he's done more than you can ever ask for.
Yeah.
So he's won a World Cup Golden Boot. He's the only second English person to ever do that.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got 2 Golden Boots to the Premier League. He was one of the top goal scorers in the Champions League. He still is this season, and he wasn't even there for half of it.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. Like, he's got
amazing ability. Form, he's probably the best centre forward in the world, I think, personally. And I look at it this way: people say Lewandowski, right?
Yeah.
If Bayern Munich signed Lewandowski, I think that they'd be happy about that.
If Bayern
Munich signed Harry Kane.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They'd be happy about that. As if we signed Lewandowski,
I would agree.
If we signed Lewandowski, I would personally have Kane up front.
The only reason I'll agree with you that for now is because of the age difference. Harry Kane is what, 27?
Yeah.
Lewandowski's 31.
27, I think.
Yeah, Lewandowski's 31, so like he's hitting his twilight of his career soon.
The thing that is annoying with him, not with him, but with the club, like if you love the club so much, and it takes something hard to leave, and then for them to have to leave must be a horrible thing. Like, if we're not matching the ambition, which we're not, we got to a Champions League final. I'll say it to everyone. We got to that Champions League final, which I've never dreamed that we'd ever do, considering I've watched people like Gary Doherty play for our club.
Yeah.
So they're crap. And I never ever thought that we'd be in Champions League final. When we got to that final, we should have spent big because people knew
100%.
We were at the top. Arguably, probably the second best. We were the second best team in Europe that year.
Yeah.
We became second.
You
so,
were. So
why we didn't push and buy a fuckload of world class players and not players that might be all right in a few years. I don't know why.
That's why it's tricky for me to say, because I've been in that scenario in terms of with my team. Steven Gerrard, he's a phenomenal player, had countless opportunities to go to places. The reason he didn't in the end, like Harry Kane, he loved the club, but we managed to get a trophy when we needed.
Yeah, you won a Champions League.
If we didn't win that, he would have gone to Chelsea. If we didn't produce the following season, he would have gone to Real Madrid. Like, this is the thing. Like, when it's mattered, we've managed to pull something as a club.
These things have happened before with Gareth Bale, and I've never blamed him. Never blamed Modric. Never blamed Bale. Yeah. Never blamed Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker was a bit different. It looked like it's more of a fallout than a move sort of thing. But yeah, it happened with Bale, and I was like, fair enough, mate. Like, you're not even getting in the top 4. Why you're getting offered 80 million to go play for Real Madrid?
Yeah, that's true.
Modric, yeah, the world class go. This one's different because we're good. We're a good team. But do you see? But Harry Kane is world class, and world class players. They want to. I think I'd hate it myself for him to go his whole career without winning a major trophy.
He shouldn't. A player with this kind of talent.
And I'm not saying Spurs won't win a major trophy.
Well, that's it. That's what I was going to ask you next. Was like, I mean, you've said Tottenham are a powerful team and so on and so forth, but like, do you see them as contending for anything in the next 2 years, in this season or next? Because that's the time limit you have for Harry Kane, I think.
There's always a chance if you've got someone like Mourinho. I mean, we've sloped down a lot. It happened last year. If anyone thinks we had a good season last year, we didn't. We had an awful end to the Premier League, and you could see that. And if you don't, you're blind. We just had a good Champions League run.
Yeah.
But like
okay, then
we need to work harder domestically, I think.
All right, let me change it a little bit for you, because like we've been talking with Harry Kane, like, I think the premise of silverware isn't good enough anymore now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more. Like, I've just asked you, are you able to contend for anything? But then, like, what if you bring home the Carabao Cup? Is that enough for Harry Kane?
No.
Like, you need Premier League or Champions League.
That's a good start, obviously.
But that start is too late for the start. That's
FA Cup is a must next year, I think.
Is that enough though?
Oh, an FA Cup, 100%. If you're going one way in the right direction, if we win the FA Cup next year, he will stay, because he'll see this guy's just come in. The dressing room's obviously poor. We've been poor, and he's won a fucking FA Cup, one of the biggest trophy in England.
But it's Jose Mourinho. Mourinho stays 2-3 seasons and then goes again.
Yeah, but then he might.
That's the thing with.
The thing with Mourinho, he creates things.
He does. Yeah, he's a catalyst.
He creates dynasties. So people now look at us.
You say that, but actually, no. Taking that statement there, you say that, but then he went to Inter Milan, won a treble, left, and Inter Milan faded away again.
Well, I wouldn't. Yeah, but Inter Milan are a lot. Say faded away in terms of football, but they're a massive club.
Yeah, and trophies though.
Massive club though, aren't they? They always attract players. Always attract players. As Spurs won't.
But Inter Milan were something before Mourinho. That's the thing though.
Yeah.
But Tottenham were something before Mourinho.
But
you were always the 60s. But like more recent to date, you were always called that the trophy team, like the trophy team, the cup run team. Like you'd always be a decent team to win cups.
I think we've been unlucky.
But like
that's one major thing, we've been unlucky. And if anyone disagrees, I think that's unfair. Like with the team we had and the way we played, 100% you've got to be unlucky not to win. But like I said in one of the earlier videos, we haven't got any winners. No one's won anything on our team.
No.
When people say you need experience, it's not bringing in some fucking 35.
Oh well, you have one. You have Hugo Lloris. Lloris has won the World Cup.
Yeah, but he was already with us. Yeah. Didn't go off somewhere and win a World Cup before. As in, experience isn't bringing in an old guy. It's bringing in someone who's won stuff. That's what I call experience.
Yeah.
So that's what you need. Because Hugo Lloris is a good start.
It's just that's the time. It just boils down to this time frame. Like I generally like. I think
he'll go if we don't win a trophy next year. And I don't blame him. Let him go. Like that's fine, because you have more than earned my respect massively. Yeah. Whatever he does, I will never be angry at him. So As long as you don't go to Arsenal and do a Sol Campbell, because that's a massive prick.
No. I don't think so. Well, okay then. If he was to leave, would you? I mean, I know you'd have to accept it, but would you accept it if he moved to one of the bigger teams, say Liverpool or City?
For those two, that's fine with me. Oh, yeah, it's a bit more annoying that I'd rather go abroad, but I know he's going to win stuff there, and that's his main goal. The thing with Spurs fans and Harry Kane is you care about that guy.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, like, he's given more than, like I said, more than you can ever imagine to us.
100%.
So,
100%.
for one of them, like, yeah, the United one's a bit different because I get the credentials of the club can drag you there.
Yeah.
And if he brings them back from where they are, then he'll be a hero.
Because that's the
so
thing.
that one's a bit of a dodgy one. It doesn't annoy me, that one, but I'd prefer him to go to somewhere he's set for a trophy. But
because obviously he has...
His Man United are a bit... Obviously, they're linked to everyone, so you never know if that's actually true. So,
but like, this is the thing. Like, for me personally, I would like to see him stay in the Prem because he has an opportunity to break Shearer's record. Like, that's one thing I've always liked to see, because we see countless players come through this league. Your Thierry Henry's, Didier Drogba's, Fernando Torres, Luis Suarez, but they don't stay long enough to get there. Sergio Aguero.
It's because they don't care about it, to be honest.
They don't care about it, yeah, but like, obviously, and they shouldn't. But like, this is the thing, like, it's a statistic that we see in England in the Premier League, 260 goals. But then you look around Europe and you see what Ronaldo and Messi did in La Liga, and what certain players around the world have done in certain leagues. And it feels like it's a 260 mark that isn't unbreakable. Like, it just requires a player with talent to stay long enough. Harry Kane has that.
The thing is, that record, I think he's gone past that now. As in, do you want to be remembered as one of the world's greatest ever players, or do you want to be remembered for breaking Shearer's record?
Being Harry Kane,
beating that record, yeah.
The record,
if you go to Real Madrid and you smash in a bunch of goals, you win a bunch of trophies with them, the world will more see him as that. Because I've always said English fans hate English players, and if they deny that, they're wrong, because they do.
Yeah,
they
we definitely look negatively on.
I literally hate looking on some like Sky Sports pages before a World Cup or something, and they're just going, "Oh, he's crap," blah blah blah, and I'm just going like, "What are you doing? We're literally going into World Cup." Look, just sorry to swap subject, like bring Rooney into it.
Yeah.
How has that guy not got a statue?
Yeah, I mean,
he's top ever goal scorer, and he just gets slagged off constantly. And I just never get it. Scorer. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, get me wrong. Near the end of his career, wasn't the same player he was when he was younger, which is frustrating. But he still scored goals.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's it. I can see that happening now. It's more the more popular you get, the more you get hated.
For sure, Harry Kane. Like, obviously, that like you see it in the papers and what people talk about. That like he doesn't run, or like he doesn't look like he has that quick cutting edge. Like, he's just a goal scorer. He's like a goal poacher, like a Jermaine Defoe or Ruud van Nistelrooy. But like, this guy's like, his stats don't lie. Like, he produces. Like, I thought not necessarily he was a one season wonder when he first arrived and he got the golden boot, but I was like, this guy isn't going to live up to it. I don't think he's going to live up to it. I think he's going to have like a Mo Salah season, the 45 goals. Salah still world class, but hasn't reached that height still. It was a one-off. Right
at that time, yeah.
That's what I thought Harry Kane was. I thought he got a golden boot. It was a one-off. He's going to end up being like a mid-table Lukaku, like 13, 14 goals a season.
Yeah, the thing with him, because I watched him ever since he was a youth player.
Yeah.
And he was crap. Like, utterly crap. Like, he was all right. Yeah, but you thought, he'd end up being at like Watford or something like that. And I watched the first year he started coming in off the bench, and I was like, oh god, they're playing him. Like, it's always a surprise.
Yeah.
And then that season, where he came to the second half of it, and he started off by scoring that free kick against Villa. And that season, I was like, fucking hell, this guy's good. Like, instantly I saw that. And obviously, Spurs fans saying that, you'd be like, oh, just them saying that because he's playing.
Yeah.
Then next season happened. He got stronger. And then I noticed his shooting, and his shooting was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, the way I didn't know if he was going to score from 40 yards or 5 yards.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. So from then I was like, this guy's special.
And
then
he has.
just kicked
He's backed up everything
his passing
he's done. Like,
now
he's
is
proven.
ridiculous as well. So
Yeah, 100%. Like he
But
has grown as a player.
now it's worrying now because he'll go a lot cheaper than he could have gone for now if he does go, because the way he's come out and said it.
Yeah.
But it's not the money that bothers me. The main thing about Harry Kane,
I mean, his price tag is what? What do you think? Like,
now it'll be like just over 100, I reckon. When it was like near 200.
yeah, okay, I'd agree with you with that. I was thinking maybe probably just shy of 100. I was thinking maybe about 85, 90 million.
I mean, if you get Harry Maguire for 80 mil, depends if he goes in the Premier League or not. If he goes in the Premier League, it'll be a lot higher.
Yeah.
If he goes abroad, it won't. But for me, yeah, I hope he makes the right choice. I'd hate for him to leave and we start winning trophies. That would be the worst thing.
That would be a shame.
But that would be more as in you shouldn't have left. It won't be a happy sort of thing then. It'd be like you should have left, shouldn't have left.
Yeah, but it's easy
you get
to
why
say
you left.
that.
Yeah, it's easy to say that then, but that's what will happen. I can 100% you that will happen. If he leaves and we start winning stuff, they're like, you should have left, you should just give it time, you should have just trusted him.
100%. Like,
but
prime example, Liverpool, they sold Coutinho and brought in Van Dijk and Alisson for the money we sold Coutinho.
The thing with the Coutinho thing is different. He didn't owe anything to you.
He didn't owe anything to us, but like the thing is, it's like he.
And he still won trophies.
He
still won trophies.
He came in for 8.5 million. We signed him for 8.5 million and sold him for 135. Like, he came in and he did a job and he started becoming a focal point in his team. We brought Jurgen Klopp in. Jurgen Klopp told him his ideology, told him he wanted him to stay, and it'd be a mistake if he left. He chose to leave. We brought in Van Dijk and Alisson for the money that we sold him for.
Yeah.
And look what happened. And look, the strides we're coming to the point where now there's
he's
still
only
transfer
declined as a
rumours.
player. He's still won more trophies than you've won. So.
Yeah. I mean, he won a bit at Barcelona.
He won at Barcelona. He's won at Bayern.
And well, he's only done a season at Bayern,
which he'll win the trophy.
Yeah.
So I mean, like he's still not. He just only declined as a player. It's not like he made the wrong choice. I never thought he made the wrong choice. Only as a player.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like, if you say that with Harry Kane, say you sold him for 90 million and he brought in two players or a player and win a trophy, then why should you feel bad for Harry Kane? Like, it's not his fault.
I personally won't. It's not. I'm not speaking for me personally.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking on what I think some Spurs fans be like. I personally think if he moves to try and win trophies, then it's fine with me. I mean, obviously, I want him to stay, and I think he should stay.
Yeah.
But I will never be angry.
Yeah, I mean.
Although it depends the manner he does it in, so I don't know that yet. Right now, obviously, depends what happens. We don't know. I don't know.
To be fair, I think if you don't get Champions League this season, and he isn't convinced Mourinho will stay and build something to win, I think he'll leave.
The thing with this,
like
the thing with the Champions League thing, is
Real Madrid's
it's
and
his
Barcelona's
completely opportunity to help us get into it. So he's got to do that first before. I don't think that's even his goal to not be in the Champions League. So
yeah, no, I'm just saying if he doesn't, but who knows? Yeah, let us know what you think about Harry Kane and whether he's gonna stay or leave at Tottenham and whether he should or shouldn't. It's always a tricky one for Tottenham fans because he's such a big player for you. So, yeah, let us know. See you next time. Football is life.